Medieval Engineers, the somewhat successful at its time take on the Space Engineers game. Back in 2013, Keen Software released Space Engineers, and it came to massive praise. An open-world space exploration, building ships, scavenging off wrecks or AI convoys, building a base on moons and asteroids, mining for minerals, or heading down to planets to explore yourself. Space Engineers offers complete and endless survival, and especially in its co-op and multiplayer modes, it is a fantastic game. Yet in 2015, Keen Software wanted to do something a little bit different. They wanted to go back to the medieval times, offering castles, lands, conquering, NPCs, AI bandits, trebuchets, siege weaponry, and of course everything in between. The game, whilst popular at the time, started to suffer from its player base. People started to drop off and less updates started to come in. Then the developers decided altogether that they would cease work on the game. People were angry, people were livid. They loved this game, but the community never had the chance to grow as big as Space Engineers because Keen Software decided that they wanted to go back to their space exploration behemoth of a game. So Medieval Engineers just lay there, dormant, for a long time. Until now. Back in April, a statement was released from the developers. Immediately following the release of Medieval Engineers from Early Access, we spoke with a number of community members who felt the title still had more to offer. We were inspired by the passion and dedication Medieval Engineers fans poured into the game and by the vision our community has for the project. Just release the source code. This and a host of similar voices pushed us to do more, to provide a better solution to continue what many felt was incomplete. However, Keen Software stated that for them this would be a lot of development and a lot of resources that they just didn't have. So what about going to the community? Development of Medieval Engineers Community Edition is now and will be at the discretion of our volunteer staff. While Keen Software House will act as a support role in this, we will provide development resources such as servers, staff, logistics, and communication support. In addition, we're committed to ensuring that our volunteers have the tools and freedom this kind of project requires to continue to apply their passion to Medieval Engineers in this new community edition. So it's back. It's back bigger than ever, and this time it is being developed by the fans, the people that really wanted to see this go and taken to another level, the people that thought that there was so much potential within this medieval iteration of Space Engineers, but it never quite achieved it. But now it has the opportunity to do so. Currently, you yourself right now have access to the community edition. The source code has been fully released, but who are the lead people taking this on their way? Well, they're mostly people that have been part of the Space Engineers community for a long time. Not part of the development team for Keen, but they are being supported by that role.
Would you like to be the honourable person here to announce the summary of what today's stream is about and what we are announcing today? So this is going to be an opt-in for now version of the game, which you guys will be able to opt in via the Steam betas tab. And you'll see there'll be a new community edition version of the game, and the guys here have done fantastic work over some time now. We're going to get into the details in a bit, and they are also going to be looking for new bugs and are going to be basically improving the game and ideally having new collaborators from the community who will work on this.
So it's all great, right? It's all fantastic news. I mean, the Medieval Engineers developers and the community members that are helping with this did a full live stream on the Medieval Engineers channel, an announcement looking at all the new stuff that's being brought to Medieval Engineers itself, all the biomes and exploring the world and talking about what they're excited for the future. It's not just these four guys though. There are a lot of community members that are able to take a part of it, and you are as well. But everything here isn't all fantastic. That brings up a few questions, a few moral questions with this. And it's with one word: volunteers. You see, Keen are doing the right thing here. They're doing what the community really wanted. They're releasing that source code, something that everybody was very excited for and was requesting. But it also brings up some other issues. What happens if Medieval Engineers starts to make a profit again, off the back of these volunteers who aren't being paid to put more content into it? What Keen are essentially doing here are hiring free interns to do their work for them. A game that they should be developing, especially since they're going to be the ones making money off it if it ends up doing well again. If this game goes from being completely dead to growing a fan base, even if it's slowly, even if they make $1 extra off this new community edition, which there's no doubt in my mind that they won't, because I'm sure these modders are very talented, what does the community actually get for helping these developers? Okay, they get the game that they probably always wanted. But at the end of the day, what's Keen doing about this? How are they going to support these developers? They have mentioned that they're going to give resources, even staff and servers as well, to aid in this community development, so they are putting some investment forward. But that's not enough. It's not enough just to let volunteers do all the work for you and then profit off the top. Now, of course, there could be some incredibly in-depth explanation for this, but as far as I know, Keen haven't announced anything just yet. They haven't stated exactly what's going to happen. Or they've said that the development of Medieval Engineers Community Edition is at the discretion of our volunteer staff. Keen Software House will act in a support role, will provide development resources such as service, staff support, logistics, and communication support. In addition, we are committed to ensuring that our volunteers have the tools and freedom this kind of project requires. That's all they've said. What do tools and freedom mean? That could mean extra reimbursement if the game starts doing well, but they could also get away with saying, we'll just make sure they have the source code to do whatever they like. So on the surface, this all seems well and good. It's all very exciting for the community members that want to have something else to play within Medieval Engineers, that really wanted something new and wanted development to carry on. The people that said this vital quote, just release the source code. Yet it's just as important to think about the effects that this will have afterwards. I mean, this review on Steam says it all. From their official website, I do hope these volunteers actually get a pay regardless of the Keen stance, especially as Keen would directly profit from any sales here. Another review says, community is being made to fix this game while Keen make any money off purchases. Do not buy. Of course, this is all speculation at the moment. No one really knows what's going on with it. No one knows if these truly are volunteers, whether they'll be eventually paid if this starts to turn a profit for Keen, but it's just up in the air. There needs to be more communication on what this means. This announcement came out over 2 months ago now, and there's still nothing. So Keen, if you're out there, show us a statement. What's going on with this? It's great that the community are getting back into developing Medieval Engineers. A fantastic title that I was really disappointed with when they stopped all development. But are you just gaining off volunteers? People that at the end of the day love this work and would do it for free. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they should be doing this for free.